In the wetlands of the Niger Delta, where rivers carve pathways through mangrove forests and memory lives in ritual and throne, there stands a kingdom, Uvwie, a land shaped by migration, divine direction, war, and endurance. Its story stretches back centuries, from Ile-Ife to Benin, from Arawa to Ephraim. But in the long line of rulers who guarded its destiny, one name rises with uncommon weight. Erumagborie I, a king who ruled through the age of empire, a monarch who faced the British crown, a lion who preserved his kingdom in a world that was changing forever. This is his story. The roots of Uvwie authority begin long before Erumagborie. They begin with Ofene, a prince from Ile-Ife, sent to the court of Benin, a practice that began during the reign of Orunmyan. From Benin, destiny carried him to Arawa. There, through sacred authority and royal marriage, kingship was born. From Ofene came Uvwie. From Uvwie came Imowe, priest and king, who established the sacred heart of the kingdom. Governance in Uvwie was never merely political. It was spiritual, council-based, structured. The Inyevoro, kingmakers. The Unuevworo, spokesman. The Olotu, war leader. Power flowed from tradition, not from conquest alone. Centuries passed. Migration reshaped settlement. Ephron Otor rose. And then, guided by oracle, the kingdom moved to its present homeland around 1400 AD. From this ancient order, a prince would one day rise. In 1839, Ovie Erumagborie I passed on, leaving behind a stable and prosperous kingdom. The following year, in 1840, his eldest son ascended the throne. Prince Erumagborie I became Ovie of Uvwie. His name carried deep meaning. You cannot take the world with you when you die, a reminder of humility. Yet destiny had prepared him not for comfort, but confrontation. When Erumagborie took the throne, the winds of change were already blowing from across the Atlantic. By the late 19th century, the Niger Delta had become a focal point of British interest. Palm oil had replaced the slave trade. Commerce had transformed into control. Gunboats patrolled rivers that once carried only traders. And Africa was being divided on European maps. At the Berlin Conference, distant powers carved territories without ever setting foot upon them. Lines drawn on paper would soon shape the destiny of kingdoms like Uvwie. Erumagborie now ruled not only over a people, but under the watchful eye of empire. On the 5th of June 1894, Erumagborie, as the principal signatory to the British treaty with Ephraim, entered into an official relationship with the empire. Just 2 months into this, a devastating attack was launched. The British invasion of Ephraim. In 1894. On the 8th of August 1894, the British, led by Consul Ralph Moore, invaded Ephraim and burnt it to the ground. They were looking for Nana of Itsekiri. Nana's mother, Omamis, was an Uvwie woman from Arigbe family. Failing to see him there, they descended on Chief Arigbe, Nana's main man, an agent in Ephraim, as well as Prime Minister of Uvwie Kingdom under Ovie Erumagborie. Arigbe fled Ephraim, and Consul Ralph Moore, much annoyed, arrested Erumagborie. He gave the Uvwie people 7 days to produce Arigbe, or Erumagborie will be deported. On the 5th day, the Uvwie people surrendered Chief Arigbe and got their Ovie. Chief Arigbe was tried but found to be innocent. He was thus discharged and acquitted. Ovie Erumagborie I, sovereign ruler, detained in his own land? The message was clear. Colonial authority was asserting itself. But Erumagborie did not react with panic. He did not respond with reckless war. Instead, he waited. The British consul, P. Copeland Crawford, eventually apologized. To appease the throne, he appointed Erumagborie as Paramount Warrant Chief in the Warri native court, to which he delegated Arigbe to hold. To some, this seemed like submission, but history would reveal it as strategy.
Erumagborie understood the lessons unfolding across the region. He saw what happened to Ovonramwen, whose resistance led to invasion and exile. He witnessed the confrontation between the British and Nana Olomu. He recognized the cost of open defiance. And so he chose preservation over destruction, diplomacy over annihilation. He placed Uvwie under British protection, but never surrendered its identity. The throne remained sacred. Appointments flowed from the palace. When Chief Arigbe passed on, it was Erumagborie I who appointed Chief Agbamu as Unueworo. Authority remained rooted in tradition, not foreign decree. In 1927, the British introduced the Native Revenue Extension Ordinance, taxation imposed upon indigenous communities. Erumagborie I rose in opposition. He became a champion not just of Uvwie, but of the wider Urhobo nation. His reign, stretching across generations, had transformed him into more than a king. He was now a statesman, measured, firm, strategic. He understood that survival required balance, and balance required wisdom. Decade after decade, Erumagborie I ruled. Through colonial consolidation, through political restructuring, through economic transformation. The Uvwie and Urhobo Council endured. The Unueworo kingmakers remained. The sacred institutions stood firm. While empires expanded and contracted, Uvwie survived. His reign, nearly 88 years, stands among the longest in regional memory. Few monarchs witnessed so much change. Fewer still guide their people through it intact. In 1928, Ovie Erumagborie I passed on. He had ruled from 1840 to 1928, nearly 9 decades of leadership. He was succeeded by his son, Ile-Ife Erumagborie II. But the kingdom he left behind was steady, structured, preserved. He had faced empire and endured. Some kings conquer lands, some defend borders. Erumagborie did something rarer. He preserved a kingdom in the face of empire. He endured arrest without humiliation. He signed treaties without surrendering identity. He balanced tradition and modernity. And because he endured, Uvwie endured.